What's up, guys, and welcome to Around the NBA Playoff Edition presented by the one and only, the Ultimate Sports Show. I'm your host, Medina K, along with my two other fabulous co-hosts, Manny, Aaron. How's it going tonight?
Could be better.
Could be better. Could be better if there wasn't any worries of injuries. I could say, to say the least.
All right, guys, I know we're all heated in here tonight, so we're just gonna jump straight into it. Let's talk about today's game first and foremost. The Knicks and the Warriors squeeze out another game from their opponents. How do we feel about this tonight, guys? Let's start off with the most recent game, Lakers versus Warriors. What went wrong tonight? What could have been better? And for the love of God, what the heck was going on with the officiating tonight? I'm going to let you take it away, Aaron. Go ahead.
I mean, to say the least. Um, because we've been talking about this a lot. As I start looking over things, you know, the officiating is probably, honestly, I think we can all agree, the officiating something we could probably have an hour discussion about. Just in that self of how the NBA officiating's been. I don't even know where to begin. First of all, for those that didn't hear and obviously heard, AD, Anthony Davis, obviously got hit in the face, got wheeled off in a wheelchair, precautionary reasons. People that didn't hear as well, that obviously he's doing a lot better, and at least he avoided a concussion protocol, thank goodness. And that brings me back to the refs. Thank God for this concussion protocol they have, by the way, because it's moments like this when you look at the officiating. Guys, I am all 100% for the refs letting them play on. Okay, if you're not going to call something, potentially, put your hands up, whatever, a little contact, let them play on. That's fine. You're going to earn your foul. There's a difference between earning your foul and playing dirty. And that's something that we've said before this year. I get it. The Warriors had every right to bring out their energy because it's desperation for them tonight, which, I mean, the way on paper, theoretically, it looked like the Warriors were, the way they started off the game, they looked like they were more fired up about it than the Lakers were. But that doesn't give any excuses at all for the officiating team, or for the officiating as well in this game, in this series. Really, it's been everywhere in the last two series. It gives no right for officiating to not happen, of calling no calls to the face. We have flagrant fouls for a reason. They're used for a reason. There's challenges that are used for a reason. I get it. You can't challenge a specific call, and specifically a foul that they didn't even call. But the fact the player was down, you have to give some kind of exceptions to things, and you have to say, well, wait a minute, you have a player down. Maybe let's take a official timeout and say, hold up, what happened here? Player safety. For goodness sakes. To sum it up, so I don't take it all. I've never seen such bad. I've seen bad officiating. We've seen bad officiating, but probably I haven't seen this in a Lakers game like this since they played the Celtics in the Garden.
Right.
That was a different story. For instance, that was a ref that was there. The ref that was officiating the game, his family and himself lives in Boston, and they had him doing the Boston Celtics Lakers game. You tell me, Adam Silver, that there's something that's wrong with that. I didn't look to see officially if he was on the game. I don't believe he was on the game today, but this kind of aspect just shows right then and there. The officiating is terrible. You know, it's gotta come to an end, man. It's awful to see players get hurt like this. LeBron tweaked his ankle on a no call. Lonnie Walker fell down. I think he tweaked his ankle. I didn't really even get a chance to look at it, guys. I don't know if you guys got a better look at it either. Looked like Lonnie got shaken up, got thrown to the ground. Like if you're gonna throw somebody to the ground and you're calling a foul and it's gonna be a foul and you're gonna throw him down on the ground, that should be a flagrant penalty 1 at least. If it's actually like obviously for the right reasons, like obviously if you're just throwing him down and they didn't hurt themselves at all, okay, let it be just a foul, common foul, shooting foul, whatever it's gonna be. But I'm sorry, the NBA has got to take a better job at taking care of NBA players when it comes to an injury. You have to literally step up here. This is ridiculous that in this time of basketball, you are letting players go out there and hurt themselves, and you are not doing anything about it. Not one thing was done. Not one argument was done. Now, obviously, I'm throwing this on Ham, too, because you best believe you could have thrown your challenge flag. And I do not think he threw any kind of challenge flag. I'm pretty sure they had their challenge. Why the heck did the Lakers not challenge some of these calls? You could have won these challenges because they are talking to the same replay guys. They're talking to the same replay team that's sitting there watching this series. And you didn't do anything about it. Go ahead, Manny.
Okay.
I'm
gonna get my Laker fan bias thing out, and then I'm gonna talk about the Warriors. First off, nothing but facts you said there, Aaron. Basically, the game was totally one-sided. Reeves gets clotheslined, no call. AD gets hit in the head, no call. LeBron tweaks his ankle, no call. Lonnie Walker falls down, no call. And you brought up a great point, Aaron, about the officiating in Boston as well. It was literally that bad. And also, everybody knows on Twitter and even on this show, I'm very critical about Darvin Ham. You have some bigs, still not going to play him. I feel like I say the same exact things. But honestly, I'm still going to defend my man Frank Vogel. I don't know, you guys are, Laker Nation. Bravo, you must be so proud of yourself that you wanted that guy fired. So proud. You must be so freaking proud of yourselves. But also, I can't totally put the full blame on the refs and the full blame on Darvin Ham because the Lakers played awful. I'm not going to cap the Lakers played awful. Look at the fact that besides Anthony Davis and LeBron James, the rest of the team just did not show up. I'm sorry, but Rui Hachimura is supposed to be our go-to guy off the bench. He only scores 4 points. Troy Brown Jr. gets some run, only gets 2. Lonnie Walker, after that great performance in the fourth quarter last game. Guys, you know what Lonnie Walker did this game? 4 points, 4 assists, only took two threes, shot 2 for 6 from the field. Lonnie, I guess I don't know what's going on. You're basically like a 1-game wonder. Next game you gotta be better. I don't give 2 cares. You gotta be better next game, Lonnie. I want to see you carry the fourth like you did the last game. Not that trash that you pulled this game, but anyways, who am I here to judge? I'm not the coach, even though I think he's kind of ham, like I say on Twitter. But now I'm gonna get on to the Warriors. This pains me to say this, you guys, but they played great. The Warriors played great, despite the refs helping them out. They played great. Steph Curry had 27 points and 8 assists. Another great game. Back-to-back great games from Steph Curry. Shout out to Steph Curry. He actually has been showing up for the Warriors. And he's been nothing but sensational this entire playoffs. Draymond Green had 20 points, 10 rebounds. He even hit a 3. played great defense. Klay Thompson played awful. Jordan Poole, I'm sure there's a few Warriors fans watching this, and you guys got to keep it real, Warriors fans. Jordan Poole has to be one of the worst NBA players I've seen in a long time. Like, is this a guy you've been raving about in the regular season? He's awful. I'm sorry, this whole series that I've been watching, Jordan Poole has to be one of the worst NBA players I've seen in a while. I literally think Robert Sacre has to take the cake. Like, he's probably like the one guy that's probably worse than Jordan Poole. But other than that, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Steph Curry, hats off to the Warriors. They played well, and I'm hoping our boys take it in Game 6. But Aaron, I'm sure you recall this. Before we were having the show,
Yeah.
I was saying that we can't keep that excuse that we have to constantly close it in Game 6. When we were in the bubble, we were literally closing out every series but the finals in 5. We have to know how to close games on the road. We can't rely on our home crowd to be our 6th man and close it out in 6. We should have closed it out tonight, because we know the Warriors are going to be fired up. They're going to be hitting their threes. We need to close it out on the road. Like, so help me God, I hope we don't drop Game 6 as well. But if we do, we better be able to close it out on the road. I don't want to hear any excuses. Oh, we can only close it out at home. You close it out any time of the series. I don't care where you're playing. We should be able to close any game out, no matter what location we're at.
Manny, the fact that Manny literally, and then obviously I'll let you go, Medina. Like, the fact they literally Draymond Green scored 20 points tonight. Draymond Green,
Yeah.
who last time I checked has literally been averaging 8 points? Yeah, 8 point, almost pretty much around 8 points a game. 8 points and 4 assists and like 6 rebounds a game. Today he got 20 points, 10 rebounds today. A guy that's literally was attacking the rim the entire game. A guy that was literally flopping around on the court like a clown, that was literally out there taking ridiculous shots, and the Lakers got cocky and they did not guard him at all. That cannot. I don't care where you're at in a series. That cannot happen. Lakers can't come out there, let these guys like this. Jordan Poole scored 11 points. The guy's been non-existent. He's literally been a no-show, and he scored like 2 points or so in the last few games. Scores 11 points here. Like, yes, he didn't get that hot. He's been off his rhythm. And that's been fine because the Lakers have been putting a stop to him. But you cannot let these kind of guys come out there and score on when you're trying to. You know it's a closeout game. Lakers mentality right now that I've seen so far in this round, in the last 2 rounds, so far. Hopefully they can close it out in Game 6. Obviously, comes out to how they come out. You cannot play like nothing smells to, like your crap doesn't stink. You have to come out there every freaking game, every single game. You are 0-0. You are playing to stay in front of someone by 1. And if you lose something, if you lose a game, or you come out there cocky, and you come out there like you're not bringing the energy, you're not bringing your defense, which they've been priding themselves on the whole year, guys. Since we made our trades, we went from one of the worst defenses to one of the top 5 defenses in the NBA, the whole league, with these trades. Where was that defensive effort today? Where was that defensive effort on not switching on a pick and roll and letting them go right to the hole? Where does that energy have to be? If you're trying to close a game out in Game 5, you need to show your defense. There should not be any difference in the amount of energy they're bringing out in this whole series. If they do not bring this out, it's going to be a very long, very, very long game between Game 6 and have to play Game 7.
Exactly.
Okay, guys, I let you guys get your frustrations out. Now it's my turn.
I was gonna say I feel better now. I'm good.
It's my turn because I'm still heated and I need to feel that sense of relief y'all are feeling right now. First and foremost, I'm going to say this is all part of my theory and prediction Lakers in 6. I didn't think we were going to come out winning tonight, to be honest with you. I knew we were going to lose tonight. One, because we are at the Warriors' home. Two, and you guys might call me crazy for this, and usually I rarely ever say stuff like this. I never think about like the NBA like this, but I saw it first and foremost tonight, as we all did. The NBA is trying to squeeze out more games between the Warriors and the Lakers because how the hell do the Lakers show up one game and the next game they show up completely lost? Like they don't know what the hell they're doing anymore. Yes, there was bad officiating, but there was also bad plays on our end too. And sometimes the ball is just up in the air and we're looking around like, what do we do with it? That's not how the Lakers play it. I'm sorry. And Aaron, you pointed something out earlier and you said, why didn't Darvin Ham use his challenge? Why didn't he? AD got elbowed in the freaking face. How the heck are you not going to challenge that as a flagrant or just even as a common foul? No way in hell would we have let that go at a home game. So this is where my conspiracy comes in, or is the NBA really trying to squeeze out more games between the Warriors and the Lakers? Because that's what it looked like to me in my eyes tonight. Because the Lakers don't play like this. The Lakers could have closed it out in 5 games, but it's the Warriors. It's Steph versus LeBron, and I just feel like there's more to it that they want to see. I usually respect the Warriors game so much. I love Steph. I love Clay. Hell, I even love Jordan Poole. I'm sorry, Manny. I think he's a great player. He just sucks in the playoffs, in my opinion. But I respect their game so much. But tonight, oh God, like it was so frustrating watching them get all their calls and we didn't get anything out of it. Like you guys already talked about it, but like LeBron, Reeves, AD, like they all got some sort of harsh foul that wasn't called, and then we would get called for fouls when we were just trying to play good defense. That doesn't make any sense to me. And towards the end, when AD got hurt, that's when I really lost my cool, and I just said, you know what? We're going to come out on Friday and we're going to crush their soul because I don't know if you guys saw it, but LeBron had that look on his face. And when LeBron has that look on his face, you know damn well we're blowing them out in the next game. No, I'm no questions at all. No questions at all. But as to say, you know, the Lakers could have had a better game. Yes, you guys are right. Yes, there were sloppy calls, there were sloppy plays that were made. But I do want to give AD a shout out for still managing to have 23 points and 9 rebounds this game. He's a beast. I love this man to death. He got injured, and you know what? And this is something I want to point out. Anyone that's milking this headline that AD is injured and he's not going to play on Friday, I'm sorry. Get the hell out of here. Because AD is not going to even if it were to have been a concussion, God forbid, you really think this man is going to miss out on Friday's game for something that he can easily like walk off in just a few minutes? I've seen so many NBA players get concussions that come back, or not concussions, but they get hit in the head, they fall to the floor, they come back right away. AD is not going to miss out on Friday's game. And if you're trying to milk this for views and likes and whatever, I'm sorry, get the heck out of here because you do not know the NBA. You do not know AD. And you do not know the Lakers. We're coming out strong on Friday, and we're winning this team. And with that being said, ending it off with how well AD played today, thank you, my mans. I just want to say I'm also repping his t-shirt, my AD baby t-shirt. Woo! Also customized by DC4LCustomTees.com. Shout out to them for making me another awesome t-shirt with my favorite saying, AD baby. Let's go, Lakers. Okay, guys, if we let it all out for the Lakers versus Warriors, it's time to talk about the other game. Are you guys ready to move on? Or anything else you'd like to add on?
I was just going to say one thing. I got one more thing I was going to say. Lakers, if the Lakers want to, okay, and everybody's hearing me out there because I know everybody's watching. Keep it 100. Wise words of someone else. If the Lakers want to win this game, Game 6, hear me out. Calling this right now. The Lakers want to win Game 6, and you do not want this to go to a Game 7. You need to dominate the paint. That is not just Anthony Davis. He is one guy on your team. You have 4 other guys. You have your bench team. You have Lonnie Walker. You have technically Tristan Thompson, who I've been waiting to see play in the game besides garbage minutes, for goodness sakes. Darvin
Thanks,
Ham.
Darvin. Thank you, Ham.
Yep. Thank you, Darvin. You have to get inside of the paint. If you want to win this game, if you want to win Game 6 in this game, everybody needs to be attacking the rim. If the Warriors are going to start, again, if they are going to start again playing small and they are going to throw out Gary Payton again out there, you need to either say, look, how can we compromise here a little bit more? You're not going to pull Davis out of the game, but what do you have to do? Your defense isn't right. You're not switching on a pick and roll. Great. Stop falling for these traps. Play a zone defense. Play a zone defense. Get in front of their faces. Obviously, LA fans are going to be fired up. Obviously, that building should be full of all of 19,000 screaming fans and be all over their face. But you must come out. You, not just LeBron. Like LeBron, obviously, I don't think anybody saw this, but of course TNT did. TNT caught a video of them saying, we're going to kick some ass on game 6. They caught him right before he was walking out of the tunnel. He told his team, we are going to come out here and kick their ass in Game 6. It means not just him. That means if Davis is good, by the way, for all those that weren't looking at all or aren't on necessarily social media at this moment, Davis looked like he was walking out of the arena, so hopefully all is great. Hopefully they get home and hopefully he can just get rest and get out there and feel great for Game 6 on Friday. My only other thing, stay away from the threes. Stay away from the threes. Don't be putting up these numbers of 10 for 27 from 3. 10 for 27. That's 37% from 3. That is inexcusable. And that falls on you, LeBron. That falls on you because you're out there trying to orchestrate things. If LeBron and Davis, they both could have been attacking the rim. I don't know why they both weren't. Anyways, I'm done with what I said, though. Lakers win this game. Lakers win that game. Close it out in Game 6 if the entire team attacks the rim. You can attack the rim. You can literally get these fouls, get these calls that you want to get because you're being aggressive. Shaq was ripping them on New One on TNT today, too, as well. It says that they didn't dominate the paint. That's why they lost. They relied on their outside shots, and that is 100% true. The Warriors decided to do exactly what the Lakers normally do to win a game. They attacked the rim. The Warriors did not shoot that many threes. So, Lakers win Game 6. They attack the paint. All right, I'm done.
Lakers in 6. That's all I gotta say.
Lakers in 6.
Lakers in 6. We're crushing them on Friday.
I hope it happens, but if nobody's playing aggressive like tonight,
no, we're gonna play aggressive.
We're better be. There's no excuses. We have to close it out.
Guys, I'm sorry, but the Warriors coming back from 3-1 lead is just now at this point 3-2. It's just impossible. I get that we had a bad game tonight, but really we didn't get blown out. We weren't down by like 30 points. I think the most we were down was by like 20, but instantly we would cut the lead big time. So I can't see them pushing through 2 more games out of us. I really can't, especially not on our home court.
Agreed.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we're gonna crush them on Friday, and we're no doubt about it. But anyways, with that being said, let's talk about another team that's 3-2 now, the Heat and the Knicks. How about that game, guys? What did I say? The Knicks are gonna force another game out of the Heat. I still think Heat are gonna win it all, but I did predict the Knicks were gonna win at least one more game before their downfall. What do you guys think? Do you think the Knicks and the Heat can still take it to a Game 7? Or do you think Miami Heat is going to take them out completely next game?
Guys, What did I say on the last show?
You right?
You
What
called
did I
it.
say? I'm telling you, I said it
You
on the last show
called
too.
it.
For those who want to look back, I said it on the last show.
Yes, you did.
I said, don't count the Knicks out. They can get their stuff together. They shot a lot better. They came out and dominated the game off the bat. Obviously, the only difference in the whole game, really was the first quarter. They got outscored 24-14 in the first quarter. Second quarter, they came out there, decided to put on some numbers, 36 to 23, outscored the Heat. What I saw in this game, and I was watching pretty much almost all of it. I pretty much saw almost all of the whole game. What I saw was a hungry Knicks team that said, you know what? They you know what? Honestly, in comparison to the Warriors, that I saw both teams just literally come out with a vengeance, and said, look, we have to win. We got to win tonight. It's our home court. We have to win. We have to win. You have to keep your series alive. Now, obviously, I know I've been saying this. I've been saying this since the series started. I still technically have the Knicks winning. Obviously, would have been a completely different game changer tonight, but I still think, you know what? There's a chance. There's really there is always a chance. Like no lead in any series is ever safe until the game is a no doubter. Until the game's a no doubter with a minute to play, and this game is out of reach. Like that's the only time I will ever say it's in the refrigerator. So, shout out to the Knicks today. They shot great, 49% in general, 13 for 34. They didn't shoot that great on the threes though. So what happens? You know what? At least one team learned today. One team knew better today that said, if our threes aren't falling, guess what, Manny? We go to the paint. And they attacked the rim. They scored. And by the way, they turned the ball over quite a bit of times today. But look, they got 16 fast break points, and most of those were all in transition. 16 points, all attacking the rim. What a difference. I'm telling you, what a difference this team makes. There's some teams in this league that just plays old school basketball, and it works. There's a few teams, the Lakers and the Knicks. They always have attacked the rim. Back when Amari played with them. Back when, some of the greats of the Knicks have played with them. Yeah, and even Melo. Everybody realizes you want to win these games. Get your easy three. If you want a foul, if you want your three, get a 2 and a 1. Get a 2 and a foul. Contact. Make contact. It's the easiest way to get your 3-point play, and have to shoot a free throw. Shout out to the Knicks today. Did a phenomenal job as well. Just threes. You know what? You just gotta, obviously it's the same game as the Lakers. Clean up the threes. Julius Randle with 24, and RJ Barrett went off as well, along with Brunson. Jalen Bronson, man. I mean, Manny, you've been saying a lot of great things about that guy. You've given him high praise. And I told you, they have to come out. You have to come out with a vengeance. And they came out. They really look good today. And the Knicks play that good. I'm telling you, Manny, that series goes to 7 games, and then you know what? It's anybody's game. But you know what? Knicks play that good again, close it out, and tie the series up. It's anybody's game.
No, of course, Aaron. Anything could happen in this series. Every game has been neck and neck to the wire and stuff. But yeah, Jalen Brunson is sensational. And being a Nova fan at heart, I'm so happy for him. Ever since he came to the Knicks, he literally broke out ever since he got traded. Every game he's just been dropping 25-point games, and tonight was an understatement. He had 38 points, plus 9 rebounds. He made 4 threes. Julius Randle, former Laker as well, he played well. Josh Hart didn't have the best game in the world, but honestly, the Knicks are kind of like the Lakers in that way. When they're at home, they are just unbeatable. You have the Mecca of basketball on the East Coast and the Mecca of basketball on the West Coast. Those two buildings, everybody knows when you play in those two buildings in the playoffs, it's a whole different feeling, and it's a nightmare for opponents. We know that for sure because Jimmy Butler, a guy known for dropping 35, 40-point games in the playoffs, they literally settled him down for 19 points. He didn't even score 20 tonight. Bam Adebayo as well. Didn't even get double-double like he usually does. Duncan Robinson had 5 3, 17 points. He played good. But the thing is, if you can contain Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat are beatable. And as Laker fans, we all know that because when we faced them in the bubble, when we were stopping Jimmy Butler those games, that's how we were winning. And also, another thing, this series could definitely go to Game 7. Just the thing is, the Knicks have to win on the road because it is not easy playing at Miami. Those fans are rowdy. Those fans are insane. I should know. I've been to Miami 3 times. Like that city is crazy for the Heat. They're gonna literally come out firing. Jimmy Butler, guys, do you really think that Jimmy Butler is gonna have a performance like this next game? He's literally gonna come in Miami at the Kaseya Center and have another 40-point game. I feel like the Heat are gonna close it out in Game 6 easily.
What do you think, Medina?
I think the Heat are going to win the next game.
Agreed.
I'm surprised. I'm happy the Knicks won tonight, but I mean, I did see them winning at least one more game. But like I said, I've been saying this in the last couple of shows, but I feel like the Heat just want it more, and it's going to be hard for the Knicks to just come back and win in a Game 7. I mean, if they win, they win. I'd be happy with it. But you know what I noticed looking at all these series, I just noticed every series has a 3-2 lead right now. There's at least one team on the brink of elimination, which is crazy to me. But
wow.
Yeah, it's just been a wild playoff series. There's been surprises left and right. So you know what? Even though my prediction is Heat are going to win at the next game, I could be wrong, and I hope I am. I'm rooting for the underdogs, like I've been saying. I hope the Knicks take it. I can see them trying to if they play like they did today, but I don't know. I think the chances for that happening again are kind of low. But like I said, I hope I'm proven wrong. Yeah, that's the Heat and the Knicks series tomorrow night, guys. We have Denver and Nuggets. And then we also have the Celtics and the Sixers. Who do we got going for those games? Do you think it's Boston and the Suns' last game tomorrow night? Or do you think this is going to go to a Game 7 for both teams? I personally think each team is going to a Game 7. That's what I had predicted from the very beginning. I think Celtics are going to win tomorrow night, and I think the Suns are going to win tomorrow night. These two teams are definitely going to play out till Game 7. Denver taking it in 7, and I pray to God that the Sixers take it in Game 7.
Well, I would have honestly said, I would have honestly put out Philly winning it all. Philly winning the series completely. I should rephrase that. Philly's winning it all, but in the series. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see Boston come out strong. Will not be surprised if that series goes to 7 games. Nuggets and the Suns. Guys, I mean, look, I will simply put it as this way. If Chris Paul doesn't play tomorrow, they're done. They're done. Like what I saw Phoenix do and how I saw Phoenix look in their last game. It's like you have all these pieces that are trying to puzzle in together. You're trying to have Devin Booker come out here and rely on his scoring, rely on DeAndre Ayton to sit there and go out there and handle the team and say, you know what, we got it. We'll be fine. We'll be okay. It's not the case though. You need ball movement. The balls. If you watch a lot of these if you watch the last game and watch the Nuggets and Suns, and you watch that game and you tell me even in the fourth quarter, Suns had plenty of chances to pass the ball around, move the ball around, get an open shot, get an open 2, go to the drive to the hole, go for a screen and roll. Nothing. What you're seeing right now, pass the ball to Devin Booker, go for isolation, or play off of Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant 2-man game. Pass the ball, go to DeAndre Ayton, 2-man game, kick it back out for 3, rely on your 3. That's not going to win you the game. If you want to win, if you're Phoenix, like, don't get me wrong, groin strains are no whatever injury. Like that, no matter what, is painful because you have to have your mobility right. You have to be able to move around side to side laterally. You need to be able to run. You need to be able to get your platform off and be able to have your shot falling. And if your groin's not right and you're not feeling 100%, yes, you're not going to play. But I'm sorry to say this, really, like, even if there's people that are pulling for the Suns to win this series, the Suns are not going to win this series without Chris Paul. He is he's older. He's an older guy. You never know. This might be his last year playing. Maybe he has another year in him left. With the injuries that he's had in the last few years, even, really, I really just don't see the Suns having an answer to Denver. Denver's too talented. You got the Joker going to come out there strong. I'm not going to be surprised if the Joker comes out there and gives you a 40-piece chicken nugget tomorrow. Because just how talented he is. They have no one to really match up against. Ayton against Booker, Ayton against the Joker just doesn't make sense. And they don't have ball movement. There's so many pieces that are missing when it comes to the Suns this year, Manny, that I don't see them winning without him. I really don't. I think this is over tomorrow night.
I totally agree. They're done if Chris Paul doesn't play because he's literally their anchor on the offensive end, and his passing wise is amazing. Honestly, also if Kevin Durant and Devin Booker don't show up, they're done as well because Devin Booker and Kevin Durant have been carrying this team the entire playoffs. If they're not scoring 35 a game, they're done as well. And like you said, Aaron, Jokic has probably been the best player in the playoffs. He has literally been carrying that team like crazy. I think from what I heard the other game, he broke Will Chamberlain's record for the most triple doubles in playoff history, which is absolutely insane because Will Chamberlain is one of the greatest players of all time. And to have your list with him, it's pretty freaking good. But honestly, Denver closed it out in 6. And as for the Boston and Philly series, I agree with Medina. That's going to Game 7. And a bit of a wild card take because a lot of people are thinking Boston. I think Joel Embiid is going to close it out in Game 7. Joel Embiid is going to close it out, and he is literally going to shut down everybody in the paint. That guy is just too talented. Like, Joel Embiid, like, definitely deserved the MVP. Couldn't have gone to a better person, in my opinion. And I literally think Philly is coming out of the East. I think whoever's going to play them in the conference finals, they're going to win it. And then, honestly, also, if the Lakers don't make it to the finals, I'm literally going to pick Philly to win the NBA championship.
That's a very bold statement, Manny. Wow. I love it. I love it.
You know me.
That surprised me right then and there. I'm like, okay, Manny, throw it out there, man.
Definitely.
I see it being more. I honestly see the Heat kind of winning it if it's not the Lakers.
It's a bold statement as well.
You know what? One game at a time.
One game at a time, yeah.
Guys, that's the method this year, man. I can't. Look, we could sit there and talk about the finals, and we could sit there and talk about the Western Conference Finals. You know what? One game at a time.
Let's just focus on the series that we still have going on right now, and then we'll get to those predictions later on.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously, no matter what, no matter how all these series is finished, the one thing I can honestly, give everyone credit for this series is basically everybody, 3-2 throughout both rounds, both teams, everybody's literally 3-2 right now in the series. You cannot ask for a better picture of everybody's up 3-2 in their series right now, either trying to force their game 7s or trying to close them out. The only thing I can honestly say is just I just don't want to see any injuries affect the rest of these playoffs.
Heck no.
Facts.
Facts.
Because this is just the most frustrating thing is the I should say actually the officiating, but I mean, I think we established that pretty well.
Yeah, I think we covered that pretty
Yeah.
well tonight, as long as with everything else. But you know what, guys? The great thing is we're here every step of the way for the rest of the series, and I can't wait to talk more basketball with y'all soon. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for everyone who tuned in to Around the NBA Playoff Edition, presented by your favorite, The Ultimate Sports Show. I'm Medina again with my co-hosts Aaron and Manny. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your night. See you later.
Peace!